Project 88.7, Zonti, and Jesus Called My Name. Good morning. Your last resort morning show. Happy to be with you on this hump day.
So it's like the world is catching up to when I was a child.
What?
So like when I was a child, we used to ice skate on my grandpa's pond. It was very cool. We'd go there and we'd hang out, and my grandpa bought all these ice skates from yard sales. So there was always ice skates that fit you, and we'd ice skate on his pond. It was super cool. We were in Michigan.
That's cool.
But now it's like, it's the bougie thing. Like the Village just got the ice skating rink in the winter. Indian Creek Plaza, Caldwell has one. And now in Boise, Grove Hotel is like, wait, we got to have one too. So in the plaza by the Grove, they're going to have their own ice skating rink.
Okay.
But here's the weird thing about it. I'm reading the article. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. You know, I guess we need another ice skating rink. Okay, cool. It's not actually going to be made of ice.
What?
It's some kind of chemical, something that they pour out, and it's solid enough that you can ice skate on it. But that way, when it's warm, it doesn't melt. But it's not water.
Is this like a hazard, though? Like, do we also have to have a hazmat suit while we skate? Like, if my kid, who definitely is not skilled enough to stay upright, like, biffs it and, like, it gets on their face, are they safe?
Probably depends on, like, where's your kid in development? Like, is he going to lick it, or is he just falling on it?
That's a risky for the biscuit, man.
These kids ain't built the same. We used to have to risk our lives to have fun.
Right. Because you out of that pond, you could go through the water.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so if they have this, can it even be called ice skating anymore?
It's called chemical skating.
Disgusting.
Kind of a weird question, and definitely something for people that are more into the church thing and into the God thing. But like, when do you change churches? Like, when is it okay? I don't know if okay is the word I'm really looking for, but like, what's the motivation for moving from one church to the next?
Ooh. You know, it's such a bummer that Milton's not here.
Right?
Because Milton has this thing that he shares with his congregation, which I think is really cool. And that is, if he's not, or the church is not giving them what they're needing spiritually at the time, like he wants them to go out and find something that fulfills that itch that they're needing. He's like, I'm a weird preacher, so sometimes that doesn't work for everybody. And I think the freedom to be able to explore, because if you grew up very conservative Christian, like I ended up, it was kind of like, this is just the church that you're close to and you don't move and everybody knows you, but it's like, but is it fulfilling what I'm needing?
Right.
And so I think it's okay if you want to see what else is out there, to see what else could be filling your cup.
I think what's kind of interesting with it is, like, there are toxic churches. Like, there are churches that hurt people, and there's a lot of people that have been hurt by church.
Yeah.
So I think part of my thing is, like, have that freedom to check out a different place, kind of like what you're talking, like what Milton said. Like, go somewhere. Don't give up on all churches.
Yeah.
Because yes, and it's kind of a hard line, because there's people in everyone, and people are, hurting people hurt people. People, I hurt people and don't know it sometimes. Like that's a part of life. But do you address it? Do you enter into conversation and relationship, or do you just run? That's one side. But then there is also toxicity.
Yeah.
And there's times that, like, no, this church is not healthy for me. I need to bail. I need to bounce. But don't give up on all of it. Not everything is like that. That's Forrest Frank, Project 88.7 Last Resort Morning Show. Hey, good morning. May not be your favorite time of the day, or you might be like Vito and like super excited about the morning. Either way, we're glad we're here and we can be a part of your morning.
There's all kinds of different people, and when you see them in a situation, you get to see who they truly are. I just did an escape room with some family members.
Yep.
The truth comes to the light.
Yeah. So we got some who are just like, they just jump right in, like, let's solve this thing, let's go. Right.
Right.
And then they can handle it from beginning to end. Then there are others who kind of get in there, but then they wind up just sitting, watching everybody, chiming in every once in a while with their ideas and their thoughts. And then there's other people who like to tell other people what to do, direct traffic. Oh, no, you go over there. Turn this thing over here.
No, those people aren't
And then there's the people who sit back and just analyze. And then all of a sudden, boom, they just come up with the answer and they solve everything. Like, right? Have you guys seen this dynamic?
Oh, I love group dynamics in escape rooms. It's so great to watch.
Yeah. I still haven't figured out where I'm at, like, because I do like to take charge, but I also like to empower people.
There you
But
go.
then when people don't do their job, then I just like to jump in and take over.
Who's the most annoying person to you in the escape room?
Don't name them, but
Say
what
it.
do
No.
they do?
The style.
The
dynamic.
style.
Say it.
The person who can't understand directions.
Oh no.
Like, because sometimes you're like at one end of the room and somebody has to be at the other end doing something and you're
Right.
like yelling like, no, turn, no, it's the red flower, the red flower. And they're pressing the yellow flower. You're like, what is not being translated?
We're all gonna
well
die.
here?
We'll never
Can
get
you
out.
help me, please?
Never go in an escape room with
He's
Milton.
panicking.
I love escape rooms.
I do too. I go way too much.
Dude, they had one there. We didn't do this one, but they showed it to us later. It's a bank. It's set up like a full bank.
Oh, wow.
And you have to try to break into the vault. And it's timed. And every so often, a security guard will come through. And if the security guard sees you, because you have to hide,
Oh, that's fire.
you lose 5 minutes of your time.
Oh,
my
snap. That's
goodness.
awesome.
But in the escape room, there are wads of cash hidden. And if you can find one, you can bribe the security guard
So you gotta have
and
a
get 5
lookout.
minutes back. It's so cool.
Ooh, I like
That's cool.
that.
It's Cecily on the Last Resort Morning Show. Good morning. Brian Yeager, along with Ahe. Chaplain Milton is back, and we have Vito in here. So the crew is ready right now because it's time for the Last Resort dating advice. You can send in your question. Sometimes you get decent advice. Most of the time, you get exactly what you pay for on this. Here's the question today. I went out with this guy for the first time. We connected online. It was great. We went out for the first time, and he corrected my order. He changed my order because it wasn't what he recommended. Is this a red flag? Should I bail on anything more with him?
I feel like I don't have enough information. They were at a restaurant.
Yes.
And she ordered something.
Yes.
And then he told the waiter or waitress, the
Yes.
server, to change it
Yes.
in front of her.
Yes.
That's bold.
It's dumb, is what it is.
It might be right, though. What if she ordered the wrong thing?
Okay, but then here's the thing. If he's recommending it, then he orders it, and he shares it with her and allows her to explore this menu how she would like. What?
There's a risk reward here. Okay, so because if he does the bold move of ordering for her, she could get like bent out of shape. Why are you ordering for me? I'm an independent woman. I could order for myself. Blah 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 blah, blah right? Like that.
Exactly. Because she's a grown woman on a grown
Yeah,
date.
but it could be romantic. Like, oh, I know what I can feel your essence. I know what you're gonna eat. Like, trust me.
Let me ask you something.
Okay,
How long have you been married?
26 years.
Would you order for your wife at this point?
No.
Exactly.
I think I'm gonna disagree with you, Ahe, completely.
I'm so ready for you to be wrong, but go ahead.
Okay. They're going out somewhere, and he is saving her from some. He's Italian. They're at an Italian restaurant. He knows more than she does, and so she needs to respect the fact that he's helping her. He's helping her grow in her taste buds. He's helping her grow in her experience of the Italian food. This is kindness for her.
See, you all have you all are parents, so you understand this. When your kid makes a stupid choice for what to order at a restaurant, you let them suffer said consequence, right?
Oh, wait a second.
But now you're putting him or her as a parent-child relationship. That just got weird.
That's what
You're
he's
taking
doing
this
by
in a
thinking that she can't order for herself as a grown woman.
I know what she does. You ever seen that little YouTube clip where they drop the bag and it just goes, run?